And welcome to my channel. I'm currently in New York, walking around at night, recording myself, so perhaps not the smartest move, but that's what we're going with. So I can run, it should be okay. Recording this video, it's the first video of the channel, and I just want to talk about a couple of things, mostly just around why this channel exists and why I created it. It was actually pretty spontaneous. So I was going to make an Instagram account, then I decided to make a TikTok because for Instagram you can only record 90-second videos, and I didn't want to come and make brain rot, algorithmic content. I don't want it to be like that. I wanted to make some long form videos, and TikTok seemed like the best platform for that. I didn't create this channel for the money or the fame or views or anything like that. In fact, if I got 0 followers or 0 views for the entire lifetime of this account, I think I'd be okay with that, because I'd still achieve my goals. And I just want to talk a little bit about that, about why I made this. So I guess the first reason in terms of why I wanted to do this is because I talk about this with myself a lot. And it sounds like a weird thing to say, but for me, I've been studying this thing for a while, and it's not something that's quite easily brought up in conversation. I mean, maybe at the start when I was studying this stuff at a very surface level, like it was easy to talk about because these concepts were quite easy to explain. But as I've gotten more and more into it, it becomes harder and harder to explain, and more nuanced, and people don't like to be analyzed. They often don't have the headspace for this type of conversation. I mean, you can't really just talk to everyone about it. It's not small talk. It's a hard conversation to have. And a lot of the times, even when people are interested in a little bit of it, I come across as a bit of a raving lunatic talking about this Jungian analytical psychology stuff. And I'm fully aware of that. And because of that, a lot of the times when I'm reading or researching, I just end up talking to myself. I think of really cool things, I just think about it by myself and write it down. But it's a bit of an echo chamber talking to myself about this sort of stuff. I think it's important, at least for me, that I get my thinking out there, because having to explain things makes my thinking a bit more rigorous, and makes it a bit more reliable, and it kind of makes me realize things that I thought I understood but weren't really that good at explaining. So I guess that's the first reason. The second reason is that I want to share this with people. I think this is something that I found extremely useful, extremely valuable. It's completely changed my life and the way I see things. And I think it can solve a lot of people's problems, maybe more problems than any consulting that I'll ever do. And maybe, I don't know, that maybe somebody who's watching this can find a little bit of value from this, and if they can, that will make me happy. And for me, I'm also learning, so I want to record videos and put them out there and learn with others. I'm fully aware that at the start I was pretty scared to make this channel because, I don't have a PhD in this stuff. Like, it's not a hard science, although I see it very concretely right in front of me. But I've only been studying it, and I'm pretty new at it, and there's tons of people in this world who are way more knowledgeable about this stuff than me. But I'm never going to improve if I just keep everything to myself. So I think that's important. I guess I'll just finish off on a note, is that what I've found is that in this sort of psychology spheres, Jungian analytical psychology, there's so many people making content online for the wrong reasons and talking about it for the wrong reasons, for like views or whatever, and it's given this whole science an awful rap, like the MBTI website, and just like really abstract, like 30-second content. I mean, you just cannot explain anything in 30 seconds because this stuff is always like completely interconnected, and it takes a long time to explain one concept, and you only understand it once you understand it in the context of everything else. And I think that's really given this thing a bad rap. And for me, I know there's people out there who can explain things better than me, but for me specifically, I think I'm really good at explaining things in a concrete way to people who may not like all the fluff that you find in books and other people who explain this sort of stuff. And I think that's kind of my goal, is to explain things and put this science into reality, whereas it's hard to understand and it just seems like fluff everywhere else. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, let me know. That's the channel, and hopefully see some of you guys into the future. Peace.